Hello and welcome, everyone. Hello and welcome. Can you please drop some reactions if you can see us live? Can we see some reactions on the screen? Awesome. I see a lot of reacts. Drop a hi in the chat if you can see us fine, if you can hear us fine. Drop a hi in the chat. Great to have everyone here. Super excited to host another teardown, and especially it's been one of the most requested teardowns. Everyone wanted to work on an AI product, so we thought who better than Lyzr to try and do a teardown with. So super excited to see everyone here. Loved all the submissions. I've been swamped with so many decks that I was seeing on LinkedIn, on our community chats. So great work, everyone. Thanks for putting in all the hard work, and congrats to the finalists. There were so many different decks that were being submitted, and all of you made the cut. So congrats on being here. Today we have an amazing panel of guests. We have Rob, who's the VP of Strategic Alliances at Lyzr. We have Jeremy, who's a solution architect at Lyzr, and we have Shashi, who's a tech leader at Amazon Web Services, right? And we have Pragati, who will be co-hosting with me today. So super excited to host all of you. Before we get started, I just wanted to give you a brief intro about Teardown, right? TPS Teardown is one of our flagship initiatives where we provide a platform to budding product enthusiasts and people who want to try their hands around analyzing a product. In this case, it was Lyzr. All of you had a chance to work on a problem statement, your own decks, and in the process, it helps you hone your product skills, but also helps you win exciting prizes, right? Uh, Lyzr helps you build agents which not just automates your workflows, but your entire job functions. Recently, I had a chance to host Lyzr's founder, Shiva, and the podcast is out yesterday. We have pinned the link in the chat here. Make sure that you check it out over the weekend. I had a great time hosting Shiva. Tons of insights around building products for the AI world, which I'm sure you'll find a lot of value in, right? And the process for teardown, I see some folks who have already participated in teardowns before, but for everyone who's new, I'll just quickly brief you about the process of the teardown. We'll bring everyone one by one on the stage. We have one team and rest of them are individuals. To make it fun and fair for everyone, we have a wheel that we'll spin and choose who goes first and who goes next after them, right? Every team or every candidate gets 7 minutes to present. At the 5 minute mark, we'll nudge you so that you know your time is about to get over. After your presentation time is done, you get Q&A time with our panelists. Try and keep it short and crisp, your presentation as well as your answers, because we have limited time and we want to make the most of it, right? The judges will score you after your deck, and towards the end we'll be announcing the winners. So stick around, we have some exciting prizes. We have AirPods, we have a Galaxy Watch, we have Amazon Echo, and a bunch of Amazon vouchers for the winners. Would love to see everyone take insights from the decks that are being presented. Put the interesting things that you find on the chat so that everyone can collaborate better, and at the end we'll announce winners, and that's how we'll wrap the session today. If you have any questions, please feel free to put it, but I think we are all set. Before we let the first participant present, I'll let our panelists introduce themselves. So Rob, do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. Hi, everybody. I'm really excited to be here and hear about your proposals. We're a startup ourselves, and so I think we're just really love to promote people taking the initiative, being entrepreneurial, and of course, we believe in the agentic AI future. So very excited to see what you guys have come up with. Just by way of background, I've been at Lyzr since the beginning of the year. The founder and I spent 3 years together building a partnership between AWS and his first company. And so I'm just really thrilled to be here. I've got about 20 years experience in software businesses, and really looking forward to see what you guys come up with.
Awesome. Hi, everyone. My name is Jeremy Yu. I'm a solution architect here at Lyzr based in Los Angeles. I've also been with Lyzr since the beginning of the year. I used to be a partner and so sold the Lyzr platform to our customers. I have my experiences in data science and products, so really happy to be here and seeing what you guys come up with.
Hey everyone, I'm Shashi Raina. I'm actually working at AWS for almost 7 years. I'm a tech leader. I do some thought leadership in the Gen AI area, especially with ISV startups. And Lyzr is one of my favorite startups. I'm excited to be here with Rob and the team here to see what you guys have achieved because I'm also learning this space and I'm here to learn from what you guys are going to present and hopefully contribute in some insignificant way here. So good luck everyone, and I'm looking forward to all the demos and asking and talking to you guys.
Awesome. All set. Pragati, do you want to spin the wheel and announce the first team?
Yeah, I'll just do that real quick. Just give me a moment.
Awesome, folks. Once your name is announced, make sure that you raise your hand on Admeet and we'll bring you up to the stage. Awesome. Let's go. Pragati, are you able to see the
So
winners? It's Khushbu and Ratsumant. If you can raise your hands, please.
right. It's Khushbu and Raj.
Awesome. Can we have them on the stage, please? Awesome. We have Raj Sumant here. Raj, if you can turn your video on, share your screen, and get started with your presentation.
Hope I'm audible and visible enough to everyone.
Yes, we can hear
Yeah.
and see you fine.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Hi to the panel of the product folks and Lyzr. This is Rachman Polvarpu. So today I can go ahead with the demo. Go ahead with the teardown, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So today we are here to present you about our product which we have built using Lyzr AI. So let's go forward and I'll present you the teardown. Hope my screen is visible to everyone.
Can I
Not
blow up the
yet.
screen? Okay, I think I can
Yes.
see. Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's good.
We can
Yeah.
see your screen.
So today I'm here with my teammate Khushbu Sharma. She's a freelance product manager and a digital marketer, and myself, I'm a product analyst at Cognizant. So today we are here to present you PMint, our product which we have built using Lyzr Agent AI. So going forward, so based on the user research which we have conducted first, we went on to the ground level and we wanted to see what real product managers were feeling. So we reached out to our complete circles and we were able to identify that there were issues in alignment and feedback chaos. So and PMs wanted to automate 30 to 50% of their repetitive tasks. So in order to make their daily tasks more feasible and to also have a good in order to meet their product goals in a daily following the daily schedule. So going based on that, we were able to devise the problem statement. So we identified that product managers unknowingly they drift from their product vision generally. So and due to that, it affects the complete workflow and their end product goals. So they also struggle with aligning their roadmaps, OKRs, and stakeholder expectations. So what if we have a portal? What if we have a tool that can align everything, that can not only align everything, but also find some underlying product decisions, product ideas, and gives you from the ideas from your own data. So that's when we identified these two features are the best features which we can inculcate into our product. So we went ahead and we formulated our user personas for that. So we have reached out to few people, and based on their interviews, based on what they feel, based on their inputs, so we identified that they struggle to connect with their daily tasks. These are the pain points what we have observed. So they have a limited access to user insights, so their research, if they want to get into research, they need a lot of effort for that. And they also drift from their product goals. So there is a very poor visibility in their feature level ROI. And so that's when we came up with the solution PMint. So for PMint, we have used Lyzr AI to build two flagship AI agents that are product strategy divergence detector, and the other one is the 0 to 1 opportunity miner. So the first one will help you detect the day-to-day decisions, and like it will not let you deviate from your long-term strategy. And the other, the 0 to 1 opportunity miner, analyzes your data. For example, I'll go forward, I'll explain what the data means also. So it will identify your competitor updates, market signals, etc., etc., and it will give you the insights, product ideas, based on which you can implement into your product to make it into a better version and to achieve your product goals. So this is how we have evaluate this is the criteria what we have decided to evaluate our agent. So the accuracy of detection, relevance of opportunities, the time saved to the PMs, the correct and action effectiveness, so the adoption rate to of PMint into PMint, and the idea to PRD conversion rate, the user satisfaction, and the integration performance. So this evaluation criteria helped us understand where PMint can make a difference in the daily life schedules and daily life critical tasks of a product manager. So as you can see, this is the workflow of PMint. So these are the data sources which we go
Hey,
ahead
Raj,
and
can you
am I
check to
audible?
see? Can you check to see if you're sharing? There we go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
is it good enough?
Yes,
Yes.
it's just lost the share for a minute.
Yeah, sure. So these are the data sources which we feed into PMint, and PMint is connected to Superbase for database and authentication, and it's built on Lovable for a front-end UI and data visualizations and dashboards. And Lyzr, as we know, as I've already mentioned, like there are two diverse AI agents being included into PMint. So once we feed the data sources into PMint, which I'll be showing you in the demo also. So the AI agent, like I mean the PMint, analyzes the complete data, and it will help you. It will give you the insights in the features of PSDD and 0 to 1 opportunity miner. Let's call the strategy divergence detector as PSDD. It will be easy to go. And apart from this, not only these are not the end of PMint. We have also devised 5 different tools, which I'll be showing you in the demo. Like let's save it for the demo. So I think you can also see it in the workflow. So these 5 tools will help you in your daily PM tasks, in your daily product management tasks. And also there is a chatbot that keeps interacting with you. So as it go interacting with you, it keeps on asking you questions. Like it helps you stay aligned with your product goals. It helps you become more intelligent. The more you interact with PMint, the more intelligent it becomes, and the more it tries to give you more insight that align with your product goals. So this is all about the workflow which I have shown you before, and measuring impact and success. So for measuring the impact and success, these are the KPIs we have followed. The percentage of roadmap items which are being realigned via the PSDD, the time saved in PRD creation. So in the 0 to 1 opportunity miner, there is a feature we have included that not only it does find the data product ideas from the underlying products, it also gives you a draft PRD document. So after that, and also it gives you the number of insights mined per sprint. So, or the number of insights, the number of it gives you a opportunity card which shows the insights that are included. And the other one, the final KPI is the user satisfaction. Yeah.
Raj, 2 more minutes to go.
Okay, cool. So going forward, these are the metrics we have followed. So the accuracy, timeliness, actionability, and opportunity, business impact, user satisfaction, and integration efficiency. And yeah, this we have also included user testing map. So in this user testing, what we have done is we wanted to bring PMs to work on it and give us some insights on it. So we have done that, and we have already received a feedback from two real-time PMs using this. So they've tried it, and this is the feedback they have given us. So I'll go ahead into the demo now. So yeah, you can we can start creating our account using Google. You can sign on to Google. So you can go here where it is mentioned as upload data, and we can also upload our complete data into the PMint. So you can upload multiple number of files, or you can go ahead and upload a single file. So once the data is uploaded, the chatbot keeps asking you uh, questions about what are your product goals, what we are trying to achieve. So the more you interact with the product goal, the more aligned goals you get it, and all the insights will be displayed here in the roadmap. So this roadmap tracker. So the roadmap tracker shows you what is happening before PMint and what is happening after analyzing by the PMint. So once I've uploaded the data into the PMint, you can see two features here. One is the divergence detector, and the other one is the opportunity miner. So this in the dashboard of strategy alignment, you can see what tasks are being misaligned. So I've given a random sample data into it. So it's telling me that to fix my onboarding flow and also to add an export functionality to the data I have given it. And in the opportunity miner, it gives the opportunities in terms of cards. So it shows you the impact level of the opportunities it is providing us, whether it's a high impact or whether it's a medium impact. So as I've mentioned earlier, it also gives you a draft PRD which you can start with if you would like to implement it into your present product version. And as we go further, this is the dashboard we have created. So this will give you the dashboard, the analytics of the complete features, the features which we are working on. So it will show you the alignment of the execution. It will show you what opportunities are mined. It will show you the analytics based on what are the daily active users, what are the weekly retention. And it also, this is the main part. So as we know, the collaboration is the main part of our team. So it will give you suggestions on what needs to be done regarding the with the product team, with the development team and the marketing teams, to make sure if you have shared OKRs, we have shared product goals, so you can make sure that everyone is in sync. And going
Raj, can you
forward,
please wrap up quickly?
yeah, sure. So these are the 5 tools which I've told you that I'll be describing you in the demo. So Vision Clarifier AI, you can give any kind of product idea, any product goal. It will, you can give it in any form. It will completely create a vision document by making it clear. Like it will describe, like for example, so if I give a for random statement like increase customer retention, so it gives me a vision document. It starts like the executive summary, the problem statement, a sample PRD. So you can implement it and you can make sure you're clear with your product goal. So the analytics booster, as it tells you, so it will help you get it. It will help you connect into any of the data source. So for example, I've selected Google Analytics. It will connect and it will boost your analytics score. Actually, it will tell you what could be done better, what are actually happening in the real time. So it stays and connect with your existing tools, and it will keep improving in real time. And the cross team alignment Canva, it will show you the real time insights of what needs to be done with the each team. So for example, if I'm going with the product team, the product team needs a schedule. If I click on a schedule sync, the product team will be notified of an alignment meeting to connect and to make sure everything is going as per the product plan. So the same goes with the engineering and the marketing team. So this is just to connect, make sure all teams are on the same ship. And next one is the roadmap audit tool. So for this, you can upload your roadmap data, and based on that, it will give you the overall health, alignment score, and the risk score involved in it. So, and you can also download the complete audit report based on the analysis. And the final one is the lean research SaaS. So this is a research tool. You can take user interviews. You can employ this to user interviews or surveys, any kind of, sorry, yeah, user interviews, surveys, usability testing, competitor analysis. So this is like a tool that will help you understand start with on your research. And finally, these are
Please
the
try to wrap
integrations.
up quickly in 1 minute. Time is already up.
Yeah, these are the integrations which we have included. So you can also integrate all your data, so favorite tools like Jira, Linear, Product Board, Figma, Slack, Amplitude, Notion, Xpanel. This will give you real-time action. This will stay in sync with your real-time data. It will track the daily challenges, daily changes, and it will reflect everything in your roadmaps. So yeah, this is what sums up for PMint. So, and this is the yeah, and I would like to take any questions if you would like, if you have any.
Um, I can go first. So great. Thank you for demo, and I love it like how you have taken a real time challenge and try to solve it. Um, so in terms of what I've seen so far, maybe I missed it, but in terms of the action of the agents,
Mhm.
so it's doing research, it's giving you reporting, it's giving you all the kind of like ideas about how to improve processes. Can it do actions? Like, what kind of action is doing to fix gaps or challenges in this world, then? Or is it doing any actions?
Uh, Yeah. As of now, we have only included it to suggest what the actions needed to be taken. So we
Mm,
also have an idea of including that. So if possible, the PMint could act as a bot and it could do the actions which is it's suggesting actually.
mm,
So yeah, it could
right.
actually, as we go forward, as we develop the agent structure, as we
Mm,
inculcate more multi agent system. So
mm.
it's definitely possible.
Got it. Got it. Thank you.
So what do you guys think is the market opportunity for this product?
Sorry, your voice is getting breaking. Could you please repeat again?
Sorry. What do you see as the opportunity in terms of growth of the product? Do you have any numbers of PMs that you think you're target, and how, whether or not the issues that you're addressing are really relevant? I know that you only had a couple of people that you talked to, but did you have any research around the market?
So currently we have interviewed 18 PMs for to come up with this user interviews to come up with the problem statement actually. So currently in terms of market opportunity, this particular product can help product managers to is particularly align with their goals. So this could even help them stay more aligned, stay and also find out new product ideas, new product innovations. So if you want to go ahead, impress your client, or if you want to make your surprise your client with your complete skill, maybe payment is your option for that. So based on the real time data, based on the project data which you're working on, it's not taking some imaginary data, it's taking the real time data, and it's giving
Mhm.
you the suggestions based on it.
So when
So
you did
maybe
the
if
initial,
we
you were doing the interviews, were you interviewing customers or other PMs, or who were you, like, where's the original
no, we,
data consumed? Where's that coming from? I kind of missed that.
So we have interviewed only the product professionals, only the product managers and product analysts for this particular product. So we were trying to cater this product only to the product teams, so that they make it they are able to build a successful product. They are able to achieve their product goals in a very clear manner.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
What is the potential of, like, in terms of, so you're getting productivity gains, right? Like if a company were to like use it, like what is the ROI? Like, did you figure out like some kind of ROI on this one? Like what kind of numbers you're looking into?
We haven't actually worked on the ROI in terms of ROI actually. So I
Hmm.
think we need to do some work on it.
So just let me ask like a follow-up to that. So when you guys came up with this idea, then what were your target value, the value or the target ROI for yourselves? Like, what were you guys trying to do? Were you trying to become more accurate? Were you trying to reduce time on the PRD? I know that maybe that just came out because you had LLM support with the product. Was there reasoning that you guys needed to figure out, that you thought because of the volume of data you needed an agent? I mean, what are the sort of core things that got you guys to say, yeah, this is a really good idea?
So the main core idea of our product is strategy alignment. So we wanted to make product managers more aligned to their strategy, so that they don't deviate or they don't deflect from what they wanted to achieve. So sometimes there are instances where so we get to deviate from our product goals, or some based on due to some other kind of variables. So there is a chance of being deviated from what we are trying to achieve in our product. So that's why we were focusing only on the alignment of this strategy based on the real time data, and leveraging AI agent into it. So we wanted to make sure that whatever deviation it might take, we would know it at a earlier pace, even, or instead of an after the product launch or something else like that. We get it in a earlier version, in the earlier versions or in the earlier sprints. We get to know, okay, this is the challenge which we are facing. This is due to this challenge, these are the results which are being affected. So in order to find out what went wrong, we need to find out what strategy we have followed, and what plan of action we are following, right? So if we identify the strategy, and we have identified the core pain points which we need to focus on, we think, like, then we could uh, easily like improvise the complete product goals, right? We can easily achieve our product goals. So this is our core idea behind PMint.
Hmm.
Can it help to like do resource alignment better, like kind of optimize the resource potential, look at the task which could be done in like parallel versus series, so you can save time and stuff like that? Can do all that kind of optimization for resource and time optimizations also?
Uh, yes, Mr. Shashi. So this we have made it in such a way that it could it could integrate with your real time data. So as you keep working on keep working on your data, as you keep going ahead with your daily tasks, it will keep on improvising the complete product. It will keep on taking the data inputs, data changes, and it will give you the real time insights on a daily basis. Like, you can just come into in any day of the week. You can get into the product, go and log into the product, and check out what is happening with your goals. It's like a third person perspective. It's like
Mm.
your data are some two persons, that this will act as a third person. It will be monitoring both of your actions, and it will giving you the insights based on it.
Awesome. I think uh, that's that's all the time for Q&A and the session, Raj. Thanks so much for the amazing work you have put in for the deck and answering all the questions. We'll now bring up the next user. Raj, make sure that you stick around till the end of the session to see
Sure,
if
Mr.
you
Rathi.
get to win. But thanks and
Thank
all
you.
the
Thanks
best.
for this opportunity, Lyzr and the product folks. We are really grateful to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great job. Great job. Yeah.
Awesome. Next one.
I'll just quickly spin the wheel.
Sure. Sure. Awesome. We have Madhavan coming up next. Madhavan, if you're, I think you're here, can you raise your hand so that we can? Yes. Awesome.
Okay, so Madhavan is.
Yeah, we have you on the stage. Oh, yes. Yes. Madhavan, can you hear and see
Yeah.
us?
Good morning and good evening, everyone. Let me just share my screen with you.
Perfect. Madhavan, just one request. Make sure that you stick to the time. Once we give you a nudge, you can move on to the demo for the remaining 2 minutes in the interest of time. And what we'll do is for Q&A, we'll have 2 to 3 minutes. But judges, if you have more questions, what you can do is you can put it in the chat here on your right, and the participant can answer it async while we move on to the next candidate. So that'll help us save on some time.
Okay.
All
So,
right.
yeah, good morning and good evening to everyone. I am Madhavan Pankaj Srivastava, and I am a first year student from IIT Varanasi. And let's just get started. Okay. So, just let's get into the problems which product managers actually face in the real world. 55% of product managers juggle detailed execution tasks like writing specs or even managing backlogs. 75% of them face the constant need to communicate progress, manage stakeholder expectations, and ensure overall alignment. Hence, the objective which I took on myself was to build an AI agent which enhances the effectiveness or productivity of a product manager. Our key competitors in this domain would be LangChain, Creo AI, and Amazon Bedrock. According to market research, the market opportunity is huge in this global AI agent platform market. It is growing at a CAGR of 45%, and it will reach approximately $47 billion by the year of 2030. Now it was interesting to see that why did Lyzr give us this give us this problem statement of building an AI agent by product managers for product managers. So I'll give you some facts and then give you my hypothesis as to why this is important in today's date. So as you can see in the technology adaptation lifecycle for agentic AI, we are approximately in the early adopters stage. Okay, so what? Let me just continue. The total number of product managers in the whole world is given by this is in this map, and we can clearly see that most of them come from North America and Asia Pacific. The interesting trend which I found out in these regions was the cities in North America and Asia Pacific. If we plotted the number of क्या कहते हैं, the PM density in these areas versus AI/AI agent demand in these areas, it comes out to be a straight line. So then technically number of PMs is directly proportional to demand of AI agents. This is an interesting trend. I'll let you hold on to that thought. I'll explain later why this is important. Also, when we see the total number of product managers across the whole world in various domains, we can see IT services has the most number of product managers. Approximately a third of the world's product managers are are in the IT sector background, which means that basic coding and basic AI/AI agent knowledge would be present with the people in this industry. So why is this a case of optimism for Lyzr AI? Since we saw that we are in an early adopter stage over here, we know that this area is going to have the same type of boom that Gen AI which happened in Gen AI sector after ChatGPT got launched in 2023. So betting on product managers making AI agents for product managers is a complete winner as per the recent market trends in this area. So I also did some primary research over here and to understand what all what all issues PMs were facing in this area. So most of them had issues with analyzing key metrics. Most of them were also having issues while diagnosing the RC and having competitor analysis. So I'll take up that point later, and let's understand what are the pain points in a PM's life. Okay, so we say that PMs have a lot of overload on their heads, but it's just the tip of the iceberg. They have soiled dashboards, they have support queues waiting for them, they have ad hoc stakeholder pings which comes out of anywhere, and they have a lack of centralized information. And all of this leads the PMs to have very little time for true product strategy. Hence, my solution scope and the core idea which I wanted to build upon was to build a multi-agent AI model that lets PMs do true product strategy in their work. So, in this multi-agent model, I have four agents. With the first one detects anomalies in the key metrics, and it also detects the key metrics which are actually going down, which are in decline in the current scenario. The second agent diagnoses likely root causes by actually analyzing the past features which the company has released, and by clustering feedback which the users have given on social media posts. The third agent generates action plans based on these RCAs, like it can do A/B testing, UX spikes, or bug fix tickets. The fourth one executes these workflows. It can create stories in Jira. It can also
Madhavan, only 2
sure,
minutes left.
sure.
Please try to wrap.
It notifies
You can do
stakeholders
a
in Slack.
demo if possible, Madhavan. So
Sure.
it'll give you some time to showcase the demo better.
Yes, yes. It also drafts slide ready summary. So here is the Miss Sindoor. She's a mid-size SAS PM juggling 3 to 4 products. She starts her day by checking the latest Slack updates and red flags. She checks on multiple files, update documents, and other sources of information to understand the root cause. And then she finds the optimum solution for the root cause. Then she creates Jira tickets. Then she's listing the A/B tests or UX changes. Then she's drafting these exec ready slide decks manually. All of this, which takes the whole of her day. And hence the new workflow is having four agents in and a group agent, which is having a research agent, RCA agent, action agent, and the workflow agent. So this is the final architecture which I got to. Let me just show you the demo first by sharing my.
One more minute to go.
Sure. Just give me a second. Yes. So here is the क्या कहते हैं, here is the UI for this. Here it asks what company do I want to talk about. Let's say Zomato. So it says, okay, great. What are you looking to analyze about Zomato? It has given me a lot of points. I'll just say everything. Let's just discuss about everything. Okay, so based on your interest in everything, we'll do this. So step one, it is detecting anomalies in Zomato's performance. It is giving the key highlights. Revenue growth is this, identified anomalies is this. Okay, would you like to proceed to step to diagnose? Yes, sure. Please detect the root causes for these anomalies. Okay, now it is detecting the root causes, and okay, it has detected all these root causes, and it is now proceeding to step 3, generate action plans. Sure, please generate action plans for these things. So
Madhavan, 6 minutes are over.
okay, it is now executing its workflow and has Slack notifications over here. Actually, I cannot show this right now because my credits got over here. And this is the dashboard actually, which you can where you can see all the KPIs and anomalies, and RCA can be recent anomalies. These are critical. RCAs over here. Corrective actions could be done. These are the corrective actions. Just let me just finish with this last thing. It is the action items dashboard. Here you can see the pending actions. Here you can add a new action as well. Launch A/B test for new feature. This is in progress. This is scheduled. This is in progress as well. So you can track all these things with this agentic AI over here.
Hmm.
This is great. Thanks, Madhavan. So what is like I'll ask the same question. So what kind of ROI are you looking for the users here? Like what they're going to like, any numbers, anything? I know you did a lot of research initially to figure out the
Yes.
market and positioning. Like what is the ROI you're looking at right now?
Actually, sir, the ROI would be the PMs right now actually juggle all these tasks, and it takes them the whole day to complete all of these very petty tasks technically, and not to include these ad hoc stakeholders, and then always addressing and alerting everyone in the team. So all of this takes them the whole day. What this does is, with this AI agent, they will be able to compress this time and then use them time to actually build true product strategy for their company. This is the ROI over here is not calculated in terms of money. It is actually calculated in terms of time. The ROI
Yeah,
is this.
exactly. So that's what so ROI could be different KPIs. So
Yes.
in this case, this is productivity, right? So if you say, okay, a PM saved 3 hours a day, right? Then it will go and map to money, because depending on the salary the person is getting, you can say this, the company will be saving X amount of dollars in a year,
Yes.
or rupees, right?
And the
So
KPI for this, the business impact, I have taken the target of having 25% reduction in
okay.
mean time to
Mm.
repair. This is my
Okay.
KPI.
What is the future potential of this product, right? I mean, where do you see it? What would be the next thing you would like to do with this?
Yes, sir. Actually, the future, what I wanted to achieve with this is adding custom knowledge bases for, let's say I'm in Google now, or let's say Zepto, and I wanted to add custom knowledge bases as per the company I'm currently working in. So it's because the PMs actually have a lot of Google Analytics and a lot of these spreadsheets which cannot be shared publicly. So while also caring for data privacy and security, I'll add these custom knowledge features. So every PM can literally have their own technically database over here, where they can just prompt my AI, and then they can get insights into what all key features are going into decline and all the other features that I have already mentioned.
Okay, what is the cost of something like this? I mean, it's making calls obviously behind the scene. Like, how much is the cost for this product? Like, if somebody wants to use it, like, what's the technical cost for this?
Mhm. I actually haven't guesstimated the cost which would incur on the user as of now. I just
Okay,
focused on making the app right now, or making the
fair enough.
web.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Thanks.
I thought this was really good. I think this might be a comment for all the presenters, is to practice with time. So if you're going to take this out and look for funding or something like that, which might be the path that a number of you guys take, you're going to have to be really crisp and clear and quick. So one of the things that I personally try to do is have a takeaway from every slide. What's the one message one thing I want them to understand from that slide? And then make sure that my talk track makes it really clear for the person who is, for the audience of, and then we can have a flow of what I want them to take away, so that it creates a story that gives a complete picture. So I think you've gone back and forth to a few different pictures, but I think that the data that you collected up front was really powerful. I do like what you were just saying about taking some internal data and using that. I think that is would be a great addition to this as well. So have you done any kind of review of the
Yes.
agent's performance to see if how successful the
Yes,
agents are?
actually, yes, sir. Thank you for asking that question. Actually, Mr. Sparsh Prashar, he is actually developing AFI currently, and Mr. Love Agarwal, he is a PM intern at Kagar. Both of them have evaluated the agent personally, and both of them have given me. I did only these 2 interviews, since a lot of my batchmates are not into this stuff. These were the
Mhm.
only people I kind of knew, so they have given me a very positive response on this.
What were some of the takeaways from that they gave you?
They said that they were generally impressed by how the agent is actually taking out the key metrics which are only in decline, because PMs have to actually get through a lot of Excel sheets and a lot of different spreadsheets, and then they have to compile all of that data to actually figure out what is the root cause of this problem. And since a lot of features are being launched every day, and there are a lot of features in the company going on uh, at the same time, product managers might sometimes not understand due to a lapse in their knowledge, or due to a lapse in what they have not probably read in those spreadsheets probably, and which leads to wrong detection of the RCA. So what this does is there is a good precision, hence the detection accuracy over here. A detection accuracy of 90% is favorable over here, and they said that accuracy was pretty good, and they actually, bhaiya, Sparsh Prashar bhaiya, he actually used it in his current workflow once, and he said that it is pretty good and it matched what he was currently finding out. It matched
Okay.
with it.
So when you say root cause, are you going into code, or tell me what you mean by root cause?
Root cause can be anything. Let's say the company has launched a, maybe the company launched a marketing campaign which caused a lot of backlash from users. So that could be the one reason why your product is not, let's say the daily active users on our website got down by 10%. Let's say, what is the reason? Our marketing agency did this which caused backlash in this, and this backlash is causing this. So this is a very petty example, just to
Yeah.
answer your question.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Awesome. I think we'll move to the next presenter. Thanks so much, Madhavan.
Thank
Great
you.
presentation again, and all the best.
Thank you very much.
Prati, you'll share the screen.
Yeah, I'll do that. So I'll just spin it.
Saurabh, if you're here, can you raise your hand, please? Awesome. I think we see Saurabh. Folks, great advice from Rob there. Make sure that you are super crisp, super clear throughout your presentation. And I'll highly recommend not spending a lot of time on your deck, but focusing more time on your demo, right? So probably spend 2 to 3 minutes giving an intro about your project, a few slides, run through the slides, but focus a lot more time on the demo. That'll help all the panelists look at your product in its real essence, right? So Saurabh, over to you.
Thank you, Aditya. First of all, hi everyone. This is Saurabh. I am product manager at Lyzr AI. I'm sharing you a link, which is an AI agent that I built for you all. It's a master agent. You can try it by yourself out here. I believe it's visible to everyone. In the meantime, I can begin with my presentation.
Not yet. I don't think we see the link.
Where's the link?
Yeah, we don't see the link. Okay, Saurabh is not on the screen now. Saurabh, are you disconnected? Can you raise your hand again? Or if you're trying to share your screen. Perfect.
Okay, Saurabh is already. Okay.
Am I audible now?
Yeah, you are
Yeah, I
very
will.
well.
I wasn't able to do those things, but let's begin with my assignment here. Let me know if
Sorry,
this is visible.
did you get the link for the
I
demo?
yes, I sent the link out here. I don't think it reached to anyone. Sending it again.
You'll have to put it in the chat that you see on your right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
can you put the chat
Yeah,
refreshing?
you're putting it in the event feed. Not there. You'll have to open up the chat. Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Aditya,
Actually
I'm
post
sending
it in
it to
the
you.
event feed. Yeah, I'll post it in the chat. You can send it to me.
Okay, Yeah, Aditya can do that. Thanks, Aditya.
Uh,
You have to turn off your Grammarly.
yes. Chalo, cool. I can continue with the assignment. I will give you a overview of the same.
Sure, sure.
Is the screen visible now?
You
Yeah.
can see your screen, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's begin. So I'm a huge fan of J.R.R. Tolkien. One of the movies that the adaptation of his writings in the movies like The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit and many more. There's a ring. The center stage is a ring. So the ring is able to have the ring is the master of 12 other rings built by humans, orcs, and elves. So this is similar to this. When I went to the world of agentic AI, I came to know this analogy of ring and this is something same. A master agent is kind of a ring which controls a different agent. So let's begin with the assignment. What it is. So let's imagine a scenario. A product manager wakes up in the morning, goes on, checks up. He's received 47 emails, angry emails. Dashboard have taken a hit. Metrics are down. Reviews are bad. There's a revenue dip, a drop in adoption. There is no single way through which he is able to analyze what's really happening on the platform. He has to open multiple tabs. Product managers spend around 10 hours a week to do RCA. They don't need more dashboard. They need clarity in seconds. So what happens when the PM is hit by these things? When a metrics drop, he opens 6 to 8 tabs. Every tab is having an analytics tab, a user review tab, a payment interface, a Slack tab, a Gmail tab, depending on the stack of the PM which he is using. So these things are repetitive, disconnected, steal time, context, and energy. And this is happening every day, every month, every week, for every PM. So who are these PMs? So there are two categories of PM. If we see from a overview, there's Leah and there's Quill. Leah is in the category of APMs, PM, PA, and PI. These PMs are in the forefront who are doing the heavy lifting or digging into dashboards, user feedback, and matrix and everything. But the SPM people who are at the senior level, SPM, GPM, HOP, these are people who want instant clarity. They don't have time to dig into data. They have meetings. They are in the stage where their main focus is to have decision in a snap of time, not much time. So these two are the PMs who are in the persona, and this is there. So what is the solution of there? So consider this scenario. What happened on 12th of May? Give me the DAO, number of 6 months plan purchased, and tell me how many payment failures occurred on that specific day. So this is a thing that every PM does every day. But the problem is to have this task to be done, a PM has to open 6 to 8 tabs at the same time. So what if we have an agent or a master agent which is able to evaluate everything in a snap of time and give us insights, what's really happened on that day, so that we can do our exercise after that. Presenting you my agent, which is called as Command Center. Command Center is a master agent. Command Center has 4 sub-agents. Each sub-agent is having a knowledge base linked to it based on CSVs, PDFs, reviews. What happens out here in the architecture is the user interaction. The user gives a prompt. The Command Center interprets the prompt and analyzes that prompt and delegates the sub-agent. The sub-agent dig into the data, figure out what's really had gone wrong, or give them the insights what's really happening. And that data is again come back forward to the command center. If the command center is satisfied, it directly gives it to the human or us. And if it's not satisfied, it gives this data again back to a sub-agent, depending on what the matrix were. This is how it works out here. So we have agents. So these are typically agents that a product managers use. This is a command center. It takes into every agent into consideration. Then we have a review agent. We receive a lot of reviews on email, Play Store, App Store. It takes the sentiment analysis. It gives you an idea how the app is performing today, yesterday, day before yesterday. There's a payment insight agent. It gives you insight how many payment has been failing for the past 1 week, 2 weeks, so that we can get the idea, okay, these payment patterns, failure patterns had been in this domain for a specific period of time with respect to that user. Then we have metric agent. It gives us the KPIs or track the product health, everything, DAO, revenue, payment, date, app installed, app uninstalled. Then we have a revenue agent. It gives us insight which plan was purchased by the user and what the frequency of that plan was, 6 months, 12 months, 24 months. We can track which plan is the most favorite to among the user base. So I ran every agent was tested rigorously. First, we have the review agent, which was tested rigorously. So review agent, we directly gave it a prompt. What is the most common issue the app is facing on Play Store App Store? We gave it the review. And mind it, these are real-time data which we are receiving. These are the real problems that the users are facing. And it was bang on. It validated what the users were facing in the real world. Next, we had a payment insight agent. It gave us the idea which users were payments are failing on that specific day, and to which plan was failing. We will get the idea. These are the real data which we have. Then we have a command center. We have the agent. These individual agents are performing well. But when it came to command center, I wanted to test the limits of the command center. How good it is for me to replace an analyst for me. Is it able to give me the exact answer? Yes and no. It was good, but not that great. So how it worked? We gave it a prompt like this prompt on 12th May. What happened? Master agent got the prompt. It extracted the metadata. It sent to different agents. Different agents give me the insights. You can check out the whole command center interaction. It's live on LinkedIn. Then we get response from all these agents. Here are the responses. The responses were good for first two in the DAO and payment failures, but for purchase insight, fine. Then in the case of purchase insight and follow-up action, these weren't working well. I don't know why. I tried to figure out, try to connect my Gmail, email again and again. It wasn't working well. That's just fine. It's a V1 of the agent out here. So what insight do we got from all these? Like our last person said that he has the hit rate of 90%. He was exactly right. I had the hit rate of 84%. Out of my 30 prompt, 25 were bang on. They were giving me good insights. Multi-agents are working fine. Limitation of V1 is a capability. You see, you are as good as your prompts. So I believe the better the prompt, the better the results. But the problem was it was having an external context awareness. We product manager do RCA, and RCA we have two categories: root cause, internal problems and external problems. Internal problem are the metrics that's we are tracking, but external problems like few areas.
Time is done. Probably last 30 seconds.
Fine. That's fine. So we can test this agent out here. So before AI orchestration, after AI orchestration, a PM would be in crisis mode. He would be opening multiple tabs. But now with just one prompt, he would be able to get multiple insights at the same time. And what would we do? It would save us time. That is the ROI that I was looking for. And I have been practicing this for the past 2 weeks in my day-to-day work, and it saves time. It reduces insights from analysts because in many of the cases we ask analysts to give us the insights, what's really happening, give us the SQL code, and that it increases team visibility. Everyone has the access of understanding what's really happening on the platform. And these are the miscellaneous prompts. And thank you. If I have time, can I give you a demo of my agent here? It would just take.
Yeah, I think I would like to see it. If everyone
Yeah, probably. Yeah, maybe just wrap it in a minute if possible.
Yes, I want to understand what the app install rate was on 13, 14, 15, 16, so that I can get the insights. Are people installing the app more as compared to installing the app? So let's see how it goes. This is fine.
Can you just touch the activity tab in the response? Is this a master agent or no?
It's a master agent, sir. I believe I have the credits 1110. It was working.
You see nothing in the activity, right? No error, nothing.
No, but it's was working. You can check on these miscellaneous prompts. What day did we saw maximum revenue? It was able to give us the insight. The revenue was 216,627 rupees, and now was 1730. We asked it from a product agent again. What may be the reason of the high revenue? It gives an insight that the reason that high revenue on that day was promotional new course launch and increased user engagement, which is fine because on that day we ran a promotional campaign and it was bang on when it came on to this Walla partner. So this is how it worked. I believe see, it's working here.
Okay.
I believe it should be 2.86%, but it's showing me around 28% out here. But it works. it works in this scenario. As I said, you are as good as a prompt. So the better the prompt, the better the results. So this is something which I did, and thank you. If you have any questions, I am happy to answer. Sure.
So I'm curious what the data. Your presentation was very good. I like the way you thought about your agent, the way that you collected data and research to support what you were building. I would like to understand how you would rate the quality of the data that you were using to support the agent. Like, did you set up a knowledge base with some of this data, or where was it? Just kind of talk through that for a minute.
So exactly the real-time data from CleverTap, which was the real-time data. So these were those data which are extracted from CleverTap in a CSV format, and the CSV was the knowledge base that we were using for everyone, each out here.
Nice.
So
yeah, go ahead.
No. So in terms of, so you said you're using real-time data, right? So how are you connecting your app to the data? Are you streaming it? Like, can you help me understand technically?
It's just the knowledge base. You have the CSV file, you link it to the knowledge base, you have upload the CSV, and then it's the most simplest way you can have the knowledge base integrated, not with any other APIs or any other sort of thing.
Okay, and what about the PM tools? Like, so do you have a connection with those tools, or you're just basically right now working with the tools?
I tried to connect few tools like Slack and much more, email, my to-do list tool, but I wasn't successful in having those things connected with it. So if I had those things, that would have made much more easier my job to have that thing.
Nice.
So one of the thing that the product manager does is they have a tech stack. I have been a part of multiple product companies, so they have a different tech stack. One company use Slack, one company use Discord, one company use Google Analytics, Hotjar, CleverTap, WebEngage. So based on different PMs, they have different requirements of which tools they want to integrate. So I wasn't able to integrate much of them. I tried, but it went in vain.
Interesting. I think we'd like to learn more about that offline.
Yes.
Yeah. So how do you see this rolling out? Like, you talked about the market and the market size, and that this time management is really a big deal. But tell me, how do you see? First of all, two questions. One is, you talked about two different personas of PMs, and then I'm
Yes.
not sure you covered both, right? You just covered the manager, the sort of more the manager guy, right? So I guess my question is this applicable also to the other persona? And then how would you see a company adopting this?
What I've seen in different firms that PMs, APMs, PA, and PI, product interns, they do the same job of digging into the data set out here. And the thing is that currently these APMs, PM, PA, and PI are Gen Z people. They're able to adapt these things more faster. And if you see on these, sorry for that, but I posted. Sorry for that. But we also have SPM, GP, and SOP. So these people generally are the people who don't have much time to dig into data. They want instant result. What was the revenue yesterday? They need to have that. They do not want to have a root cause and ask the PM to do that job, and PM would take 10 minutes. They want exact answer in a limited period of time. So these are the personas which are most probably would love to use these RCA tool for this use case for their products.
So like I said, I thought your presentation was very good. I love the honesty about what you accomplished and what you didn't accomplish. You weren't trying to sell us on on how wonderful everything is, and I really appreciate that. I don't know enough about what made you focus on payments versus functionality of the app.
Could you be more specific with that?
Yeah, so the app that you presented looked mostly at payments, right? So customer usage and the metric that you use to determine something about it was payments. Do you also use this to support the priority of activities that a PM would do based upon the product that they're trying to manage? So a list of what does the roadmap look like, and does this affect the roadmap and that kind of thing? Or are you just looking very specifically on this one task?
I was only looking when I started to do the assignment. I was only looking at what problem I am facing and try to connect with few PMs what they face. So one of the things that get out was the root cause. They do root cause every day, irrespective of which app you use. You do root cause because the metrics gonna go down someday or the other. Once you have those things sorted off, so this is just a V1 of the whole plan idea which I had. This can be used for multiple applications or multiple products if you want to integrate with.
Thank you.
Can this also help? Like, so I know PM is a very broad area, right? You can be a PM for manufacturing, you can be PM for IT, you can be PM for like different industries, right? So, is this does this help like someone who is, say, a PM but new to a domain to ramp up, like within a domain, and kind of become more useful, like in terms of learning curve? Does it like kind of shorten the learning curve in any way, or do you know what I'm saying?
No,
Okay, let me
sorry.
explain.
Yes,
So,
please.
you are in manufacturing, right? Like you are PM for manufacturing. Manufacturing has an assembly line. They have their own like details about like how to manage a product, right? You manage a manufacturing product in a different way than you will manage, say, a IT product, right? So if a PM who was works at 10 years in manufacturing, he decides to come to, say, technology and manage product management technology, right?
Yes.
Will this tool also help that PM to ramp up faster? Was that also like kind of
Yeah.
a part of the
Yes, it was. Also, we had a slide on that. If a PM is not a techie person,
okay.
if a PM is not a techie one, I believe. Huh. So the primary constraint, if you have APIs kind of sort thing, it would be difficult for some PM who are newly in this area to have those stuff to understand these things. For a PM who is from non-tech stuff, if you have write on like CSVs, like PDFs for these things to understand, they can do it. And in the case of manufacturing, like you said, I believe it's all the events that you should know. For a product, everything is an event. Like if you want to make a robotic arm, so you would have an event how many nut and bolts were joined today, yesterday, day after tomorrow. If you have the events tracked down, so you can convert those events into something valuable and link it up and understand what's really happening in your whole production out there. It can be used.
Yeah, thank you.
Cool.
Awesome. Shall we move to the next participant? Thanks so much, Saurabh.
Thank you, Sashi. Thank you, Rob.
Great
Radhika. Cool.
answers.
Thank you.
Like I said, 7 minutes.
I'll share my screen
Awesome.
again.
Pragati, I think we have two more remaining.
Yeah, Rahul and Naveen. So I'll just spin it.
Sure. Naveen, if you are here, please raise your hand. So the next one is, and Rahul, you'll be going after this. So yes, awesome. I see Naveen. I'm just bringing you onto the stage. Here you go. Yes.
So I am Navina, by the way.
Naveen, sorry. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Yeah, you can share your screen. Again, just a quick reminder, try and spend as much time as possible on the demo rather than the deck. So if you can possibly wrap up the deck in the initial 2 to 3 minutes and then move on to the demo, it'll be awesome. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello everyone, good evening. I'm Navina. I work as a product manager at Paytm. Now I work for Air Arabia. So today I want you to meet Sherlock. Sherlock is a self-learning funnel diagnostics AI catalyst. I know we're supposed to build agents, but I ended up building a catalyst. I'll tell you why. So like a lot of people have spoken, product managers spend a lot of time fragmented. They check multiple tools. They spend a lot of time finding what happened in the funnel every single day. Especially if you're a B2C PM, you are supposed to have all the answers. You're supposed to be the oracle. And there is, of course, leadership pressure to give action items fast, explain drops fast. And when you're trying to fight with teams and trying to triangulate the data, so you lose a lot of time just explaining the causes instead of actually fixing. So there is a lot of time lost in firefighting and less time product fighting. So product thinking. So the idea is to what Neha, my persona here, wants is a co-pilot who helps with insight summaries, which helps with faster alignment with cross-functional teams, which actually tells you what flag drop-offs are. So then comes Sherlock. Sherlock is a self-learning funnel diagnostic catalyst. It's not a dashboard. It's a decision accelerator. It is built to bring clarity, save time, catalyze real product thinking. So Sherlock thinks like your smartest PM. It detects anomalies. It scores which systems matter because PMs interact with multiple systems. There's Clarity, Freshdesk, Grafana. Then there are multiple, maybe 10 other tools which hold different parts of the product funnel altogether. It explains why users drop off, and it scores what if it's a good signal, bad signal, and things like that. And it assigns right accountability to right owners. So if you see, it is a orchestration agent with an anomaly detection, with a signal strength agent, a feedback memory, and an insight generator agent. So Sherlock came out of lot of late nights, broken funnels, and too many. We'll get back to you in meetings, and I don't know. So before jumping into the architecture and all of it, I want to do the fun stuff first. So let's talk about the how it's going to look like. So Sherlock is an insights newsfeed. So think of it like this. So there is a lot of macro that happens in the world, and next day morning we get it in our newspaper. So it is exactly like that. Here, if you see, there is a breaking. So what's actually breaking is your funnel. So there is a trending now, and all the insights are stack ranked, prioritized, and given as they are properly given as decks. So this is a zoom out view where you have insights, something like this. And for example, here your part of the funnel, that is search to review, has broken. This is the cause, these are the signals, and it is with a confidence of 92%. That's why it's a critical insight. And how do you suggest, and what are the right teams to be tagged? It's UX and tech teams. And this is where it learns. So somebody thinks this insight is helpful, it goes back to the memory. If it's not, then it also helps in updating it further. So then there is this data freshness layer, because when too many systems are talking, you need to have good pipelines to make sure that what insight is coming from where. So there's a data freshness layer to have clean data sanity across the system. And then the beauty is all of this data is published into emails, Slack, and this is for me because I hated making decks. So this can directly be exported into PPTs. So what better story than actually having solid insights, right? So this is zoom out, and the zoom in view would be, so for example, this step, search to review, has fallen. If you go into your day over day dashboard, it highlights, okay, search to review has fallen, and then it goes into the data where which parts of the funnel are broken. So there is Grafana, so which is tailing latency, error monitoring. You have Clarity. So this could be Clarity, or if there is a rage click or one of those things, bounce rate analysis, things like that. And so that is the beauty of this. So you can have a zoom in and zoom out view across, and it acts the single source of truth across the entire org. And then you also have an APM trainer, which is the heart and soul of Sherlock, which can be used to train new APMs who are coming on board. And also it can help, it also acts as a base for all the product heuristics. All the product sits here, and then it can be used to generate insights. Again, it can be coded, decoded, other things. And then you have Insight Agent. This is the final version, it is just not going to be with the product org, but it can be used across the org, because data funnels sit across the entire org, so the entire org can talk through this. So that is primary. Yeah.
Minutes.
Yes. So that is primarily the idea of Sherlock. So so if you see, it just does not save PM's time, it saves time across PMs, product analyst, growth managers, designers, revenue ops. So when people are aligned already, when there is faster resolution, so it saves about 30 to 40 hours per funnel per pod. But the real ROI is actually decision and faster growth velocity. So I'm going to skip all of this. So it might start as a funnel detective, but the idea is to have org-wide intelligence. So one system can talk to other system, and it is a plug and play model. So it can be used as insights, as dashboards, and the entire org can use this. So it's just not going to be with the product org. So the entire org can think strategically and logically. So Sherlock was built to bring clarity to chaos and to go into meetings with answers and alignment, not anxiety. Because when the entire org is seeing the same truth, the decisions are going to be faster, and we're going to be fixing right things, and we're going to be building right products. So that is the idea of Sherlock. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and move into questions.
Awesome, perfectly balanced.
Yeah.
Thanks so much. We'll move
Good
to the
extra point
questions.
being on time.
Yeah, no,
Brownie
great
points for
job.
that.
Yeah, great job with the presentation. I thought you kind of covered all the ROIs. You covered what the scope is. I was really impressed by your UI. It was pretty good. Like, you have a good UI, which was like, I think you used Lovable, right, for that. So it was pretty nice. The dashboard was good. So I think you did a great job. So kudos to you. I have one question. I know one thing which caught my eye was that you were saying that it's more than a dashboard, right? It's more like a decision making thing, which was pretty catchy. I think you kind of scoped it out, like what it is and what is not, in a very nice way. Let me double click on that. So help me understand, like, why it's not a dashboard, why is it decision making?
Yeah, absolutely. So Shashi, the idea is, and I also call it a catalyst and not an agent also, because agent by semantical definition is something that does a job and that's about it. A catalyst, on the other hand, accelerates something. And here, I call it it's not a dashboard. The reason being, so for example, there is a drop in the step of the funnel. Say for example, top of the funnel has dropped. Say home to icon to home has dropped. So there, so you don't go and check all the dashboards. You check the relevant ones. You check the ones that matter. That is the Grafana boards. So where you click check for the latencies, right? So that bit of it, and it also, so there is so much everywhere, and you don't need all of it. And these decisions, a quick product manager will know. So all of that insights, all of that heuristics is built into this, and that is why it is not a dashboard. It has intrinsic memory, and all this data that we are providing, all the prompting that is happening, all of this will be stored, and that's why it has internal memory and it learns. So from the patterns, so that is why it's not a dashboard. It's a acceleration method.
And one thing I noticed, which was really cool, I think that's what a differentiation also in you is, like, the like and dislike buttons, right? Which is basically taking feedback from the user and kind of improving. Is that what you mean? Like, this improved because it takes that the thumbs up and thumbs down feedback?
No.
Is that one of the feedback loops?
If I can cast my screen for a minute, I can show you. So there is feedback built in everywhere.
Okay.
So
Can share your screen, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you see this in the architecture diagram, so there are feedback loops going in everywhere. So from the signal, so see, for example, icon to home drop 1% is a weak signal. Top of the funnel drop is weak signal, but bottom of the funnel drop is a strong signal. So there's a feedback going in everywhere. And even the tools that it has picked, there is feedback going in backend. And all of this is being stored in system memory. So, and even here, so the insights, if they're useful or not, that is also going back in. So everything is feedback driven and everything is stored in the memory. So yeah, that's what makes it cool.
Right. Thank you.
How many agents are part of this?
So currently it's 4, but so the beauty of this is it's highly scalable and it can be plugged and played into any models. So right now it's 5, 4 normal agents and 1 managerial agent.
Mm-hmm. And is the manager agent using using reasoning to determine what to filter out?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
So
What kind of model are you using for that?
So I'm using basic model GPT-4o, and all of this data is currently mocked. So I generated 50K mock data and I uploaded it because I couldn't connect to the real tools. So yes.
Nice. That's good. How do you see this being adopted? Like who's going to buy this in a company? And it seems like it's a very nuanced, not kind of value proposition. Not the value proposition, but the way that it works and the differentiator. So how are you going to position that, and who buys it?
So Rob, so it is going to be used across the org. It's not just going to be limited to one function. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so it is like your co-founder. It can be your co-founder. If you're a startup, it's going to be a co-founder. If you're going to be a small or mid-sized firm, it can be your data decision layer that is sitting in. So you have your normal data layers, and then you have your agentic layer, and then you have your interface sitting. So the beauty of Sherlock is that it's a big plug and play model. So in small orgs, the PM is like the mini CEO they call. So the adoption that I think would be first with the product orgs, and then it can level up to growth orgs, and it can go up to the entire CEO level.
So can you get insights across multiple products, or is it? I mean, when you said it's scalable, are you thinking that each product team would have its own Sherlock?
No, so that was not the. I mean, so of course it can function within each product team, but the idea. So the real power of Sherlock is unlocked when all the systems talk to each other. So if you see a product funnel is a mix of every macro event that's happening, competitors, your UX small bugs, your customer complaints. When all of these systems talk, all of this becomes preventive measures, not reactive measures. So before you know something can happen, you already know, it's already on your insights dashboard that this is what's going to happen. So yes, that is the idea.
Love it. So we actually have a name for that. We call it organizational general intelligence.
Yes, that is the idea. Yes.
Very good.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Navina. Great presentation, great demo, and thanks for answering all the questions. I think we have Rahul coming up next.
Thanks.
If you can raise your hand, please. We'll bring you onto the stage. Rahul, if you can hear us.
I think Rahul is here on stage.
Awesome. Rahul, over to you.
Yes.
Keep it short, keep it crisp.
All those
and
things.
over to you. Yeah.
Yes, I'll quickly begin. Just share my screen.
We can't see you, by the way, if you want to turn the camera on.
Yeah, we are good. Loading.
Yes, that's right.
Great. Cool. I think we'll quickly begin. I waited so long for this. So yeah, let's deep dive. I think it's still early, 8 a.m. There for judges. So I hope I can show you something that can help you to go into your offices and say to your team, okay, you saw something different today, and have a good weekend with it. So I've created a Lyzr onboarding agent. So how I created this was, say I was going through this state of AI agents from Lyzr themselves, and the thing here, okay, everyone is building AI agents, but no one is building for adoption. Plus, like, people don't know where to start. How do we scale? So if you see the first two problem statements here as well, that companies are exploring AI agents, but they are not knowing where exactly to start, and they're still treating as some side projects, like say creating few fun stuff here and there, but not something needle moving or not something that can actually help them. So that was my focus personally for this teardown. Learn myself how to create an AI agent, plus something that can help me back in my personal, like in my business work as well. So I created an onboarding agent. So this was the problem breakdown, basically, that we have AA triple R framework widely used across orgs. So here, if we see that once a user is there into the system, say once a user signs up, few people just try it out, but many times they generally drop because they don't know how exactly this platform can be used, or they have an initial constraint that how exactly this will help me to achieve something. Say same with Lyzr. Once you sign up, you just received one welcome email, but not much apart from there. So I tried building this onboarding agent. So here my user persona is a PM at Lyzr itself. So assume there's a PM at Lyzr. They are getting signups day in, day out, but they are not able to help users create their first AI agent. They are not able to get those repetitive logins from those sign up users. So how does a PM at Lyzr address this particular thing? So currently, what we see generally how onboarding happens is that once a user signs up, we send them welcome email. We send them a few other emails that how to use the platform, or you haven't used it from past 4 or 5 days. So we follow those series of email, and there is a lot of spam. Users generally unsubscribe, and there's a churn. So we have this agentic onboarding where once a user signs up, we have an manager agent that does the work, which helps in personalized onboarding emailers, which results in higher activation. So this is the entire agent that I've created. What I'll do in parallel is I'll actually go to my agent. I'll run it so it does not take more time for the demo itself. So this is my agent. Say this is a new user, Rahul at the rate Dream11. It's a fantasy sports company in India. So they have signed up. Okay, so let the agent run. We'll go back to our presentation. So this is what I've created, that once the user signs up on the platform, there's a worker agent which extracts what the domain is for this particular user. So basically the company name. So this works for B2B companies. Then another agent does the company and persona research. So this gets this user's perplexity AI, also the general GPT search. So they can find that, okay, what this company is into, what are the different roles in this particular company, what are the different use cases that these roles can have in their company. So that's what the second agent does. Then there's a third worker agent called case study generator. So this particular agent is been connected to the Lyzr website, basically all the blogs, resources, or just the webinar that just Jeremy just left to do the webinar. So all those things are connected with this case study generator agent. So what this agent will do for this particular company and user persona, it will come up with what are the case studies, what are the go-to things that should be suggested to this particular user, so they don't drop off and they can start creating their first agent very quickly. So basically, time to value is an important thing in product. So the time to value for a Lyzr PM is that my user signs up and creates the first agent. So this can be fastened by this. And the last agent basically generates a set of 7 emails. This would be sent in a span of 3 days each, so a 21-day onboarding journey. So these 7 tailored emails will be sent to the user. So this last thing can then be connected to either HubSpot, or say you use Zoho. So you can make those email journey. So it's not, we are now not sending same 7 emails to a health tech user, to a fintech user, to any other specific company domain. So everyone is having different emails now. So these are the different architectures of individual workers that had been created. And this was the onboarding agent, which used 4 different worker agents for this.
2 more minutes to go.
Yes. So here, I'll see if our agent churned out the results. Okay, something wrong again. Okay, I'll come to this. I think this is some bug because my credits are getting utilized. I'll show you the response as well. Yeah. So how do we map the ROI for this particular agent? So for that, we need to make sure all our 4 agents are performing correctly. So the domain extractor, we are using simple regex query over here. So garbage in, garbage out. So we make sure the company domain is correctly entered. Persona agent, then it also uses the LinkedIn scrapers. So you can also get specific LinkedIn profile so you know what the user does. Case study generator, basically how rich case studies you already have in your database. So those gets linked in over here. I think Lyzr already has a HR playbook, a fintech playbook. So all those things can be customized over here and those goes to those specific users. Future
Last
roadmap, sorry.
Last 1 minute left.
So future roadmap here we can connect it to more templates where say currently we need to enter the email. So later we can just connect it to our backend where any new user signs up, the agent gets auto started by this. We can add more personalized email templates as well. So for example, we can just ask the agent to generate the emails in HTML that can be easily integrated into HubSpot or Zoho. So this can help us to get more higher engagement. And the goal here for this manager agent would be once my user has signed up, what are the minimum number of days my user is taking to create the first agent? Then how many agents they are creating in first 21 days? And are they bringing in more users from their company? It's like they created some agent, they were impressed with it, they told their colleagues about it. So this is how it looks. I'll see if the output was generated yet. Okay, this is not working. If we go to credit reports, yeah, we can see the email is getting generated in the backend, but it's I think it's just not showing in the front end. I'll just copy paste this.
Rahul, the time is up.
Sure. Fine, I think I can take any questions from the judges.
Nice job.
Yes,
Very
thank
clear, very easy to understand what you're trying to do. And then I also like that you picked a specific value proposition to attack as opposed to trying to cover the whole PM role, which
Yeah.
is really hard to do and very ambitious. I also think that this is the kind of product that someone could use right away because it's I think onboarding is an issue for everybody. Time to customer satisfaction, customer satisfaction, especially in a product company, is super important. And if this is a way to improve satisfaction by having time to value, it's great. It's a great idea.
Yes. Thank you, Rob.
You can ask some questions. I'll get a couple more though, but you go ahead.
No, I like it. I like you kind of broke it down to like a smaller segments to kind of digest and all this stuff. I like the fact that you had like the architecture flow was kind of nice. Sounds good. The future potential, I think you did mention about the future potential, right? Like what is the future scalability potential?
Yeah. It's like integrating with the existing email marketing tools like HubSpot and Zoho these are the tools that are widely used. So
yeah, and you can definitely go this like they are connectors, open source connector. You can definitely use simple API calls, so that should be fairly easy.
Yeah.
I think yeah, you did. I don't have any questions. You basically covered like mostly like what I've been looking for. So thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I think that's
would ask you.
any questions. I don't get any brownie points.
I would say that I want to ask you about what you thought of. What do you think of the platform and the agents that you built in terms of accuracy and how long did it take you? What kind of iterations did you need to do before you got the agents where you wanted them, or haven't you quite been able to do that yet?
Got it. Yeah. So I'll tell you how I approach this problem. So I actually started creating basically a PRD timeline generator first, but I think it was not working very well with the architecture that is currently available. So then I shifted it to a different problem statement. I think creating agents is like pretty easy. I think you have a detailed blog available that how to create a software manager agent. It's a very step-by-step blog, like where you put three workers and a software manager orchestrates it. So I use the same principle there to create it, and plus the problem statement. So this is something that I personally face in my daily work. Like whenever, I work for a product which helps to give users the manufacturing cost of their engineering components. So whenever any new B2B company signs up, I'm always curious, okay, which company has signed up? So I go to their email, I see which company are they, what machines do they have, and who has signed up. Is he or she a decision maker, or they are just a costing analyst? So it helps me that I generally call them because it's still early stage. So it helps me what should I pitch to them. So now here, every time I need to do this research. So I thought if I have this thing handy with me, it can quickly help me out. And regarding the other feedback, I think what was going wrong currently in the demo as well. So the say the 7 email journey is getting generated in the backend, but there is some some issue due to which it is not showing in the front end. Aditya, is it possible for me to share my screen for a second?
Sure.
Yeah. So to answer your specific question, Rob, that what exactly is my feedback regarding this? What I've done is I've like documented it. I think the team at product folks can pass it on to you. That this is what I tried creating first, but the output was not getting generated in table format. So I scrapped this idea, and then what all issues I feel the platform has, which is not allowing me. So this is the same issue that has popped up again, that the credits are getting utilized in the backend and the PRD, the emails are generated, but it is not showing in the front end. So yeah, this is the final output. Yeah, this is the final output that it generates. Like the email subject, preview text, because you need it in HubSpot and other platforms, a subject body, and a CTA action. So these emails are structured in a way that it helps the user to take a quick action. Basically, the value here is the user creates the first agent, and then it slowly increases the complexity. So say core features like creating a manager agent, those comes later. The marketplace comes more later, and then last is a CT action to just come on a live demo call if you have more questions. So this is how the output was structured for it.
Great. Thank you. Nice
Yeah.
work.
Awesome. Awesome. I think we are done with all the participants. Shashi, did you have any questions or we are good?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Awesome.
Thanks everyone for doing this.
Great.
Yeah, fantastic.
Thank you.
Perfect. Perfect. I think what we'll do now is Rob and Shashi, I'll move you to the backstage so that you can have a quick chat. You can jot down the winners. You can send it to me on the speaker chat here on your left. Meanwhile, all the attendees and participants, stick around. We'll not take too much time. Just give us like 5 minutes and we'll be back. I'm here on the screen. I'll share some inputs on the chat, but meanwhile, I'll just move Rob and Shashi to the backstage. Awesome. Awesome. Folks, can I see everyone who's live here? If you can drop a hi in the chat. Participants, if you were one of the finalists, drop a hi in the chat. Awesome. I see Khushbu here, Madhavan here. what we can do is I can bring some of you onto the stage. You can share some behind the scenes experience of, I think Saurabh has raised his hand. If anyone wants to join on the stage and share your experience working on the teardown deck and the demo, please feel free to do so. I see Saurabh. I'm bringing Saurabh onto the stage, but if anyone else wants to join in as well, it's a great way to share your learnings for future participants, but also other finalists. So, Saurabh,
Uh,
over to you. How was the experience?
it was good. It was my fifth year down for the past 2 years.
Oh,
I've been
amazing.
participating in TPF,
You're a
the first
teardown
year down.
veteran now.
It's a compounding how it works beautifully. The ninth wonder of the world. Compounding that takes you in the head. The only issue which we had was with the credits. If I believe we had more credits, we would be able to more check on and test every other agents out there.
Nice. We'll probably try and get some more credits for you
Yeah.
from the team.
I believe Rahul is also here. Hey, Rahul, enjoyed by your thing wala part, onboarding wala part.
Yeah.
I am dealing with B2B marketing and email onboarding wala part. This give me some insights. I will be using that part more.
They'll sell it to you first thing tomorrow morning.
First customer.
Yeah, I think it was good, Aditya. I think for me, how it helped was I always try to say learn few things, will try to make schedules and stuff, but I will never be able to do so. But then I think when this came, I thought, okay, let's try to do this. Like I have never participated before, but I had attended the Dhanka in-office demo that we had in Mumbai. So that was the first time I saw it. I thought, okay, it's interesting. So I thought this will be a good way for me to personally learn. And I think I pretty much learned a lot, say few things from the agent, but I think Lyzr had a very good academy where how LLMs work, and they had a good resource of YouTube videos. So I actually loved learning those things. And I think through this medium, putting 2 weeks into it, it just does that, okay, you learn one short thing, plus helps you to say skill yourself on the PPT part and presentation part. Say no matter how far are you in the ladder, when it comes to actually building or creating, it takes that sweet amount of time. So it helps you reflect, okay, these are the skills you had, but you need to sharpen it every time, otherwise it would just be another stale there. Yeah, so I think cheers for hosting it for us.
Amazing, amazing. I didn't know you were part of the Dhan teardown as well.
Yeah, I did not participated. I just came as a
Okay.
visitor since it was near down for me. So yeah.
Yeah. Nice, nice. Awesome. Anyone else wants to come up to the stage, share your experience? But great presentations and demos, Saurabh, Rahul, everyone else in the chat as well. We'll just announce the winners in a bit. But irrespective, I think all of you did a great job. I'm not saying it for the sake of it, but generally, like just working on the decks, just working on demos, etc., hones your product skills, makes you a better product thinker more than anything else. So thanks for participating and joining in. It's always great to host you all.
And to
Anyone
the
else?
volunteers of TPF.
Absolutely.
Without them, TPF would be difficult to have everything. They are the one who are the backbone of TPF.
Absolutely. Awesome. We'll just wait for the panelists to jot down the scores. But in the meanwhile, anyone else, any other finalists, if you want to join in, please do. I think we have Navina here. Awesome. How's your experience, Navina? Sorry for getting your name wrong the first time.
No worries. I think so. I normally don't participate in teardowns because so this is my first teardown ever since college, and it has been really fun because I think the best part was actually building things. So other than ideation and all of it, you do day in day out, but this was actually you get to give it life, and I think that was pretty cool. And I think so. I mean, I read, and the Lyzr is such a great platform. I didn't know that it existed. So I've been building things on GPT and all of it, and so now it felt like okay that there is something so much simpler to do things yet. So I think all of this has been great learning for me specifically. I think it was
Awesome. Awesome. Really enjoyed your presentation and demo. So thanks for all the hard work.
thank you.
Madhvan, how was your experience?
I was juggling three competitions side by side. Even like 5 o'clock, I had another pitch. It was an inter IIT pitch. So and I am like 24 coffees down probably now. I've been slept in
Wow,
72 hours kind of now, almost nearing
crazy.
72 hours. And I
Crazy.
just go to sleep.
Thanks for all your hard work.
Yeah,
I
I
hope
just
you got
loved
it.
working. Actually, I only had theoretical knowledge about AI agents and AI till now. When this opportunity came and I learned more about this Lyzr AI Studio, like I think that has brought in a change in me. That has brought in a fundamental change in me. I am a little more excited towards exploring new artificial intelligence related projects and artificial intelligence related backgrounds. So yeah, that's been a very big learning that I take away from here. This is my first product teardown. I didn't know
Awesome.
what product teardown is. I just saw that there was a product. There was the problems that was on AI. I'm already an
Mm,
AI enthusiast, so I said let's do it. That was my mentality when choosing it.
amazing, amazing. Great to have you here. And again, thanks for all the hard work. I see that you have been super busy with competitions. Thanks for making time for the teardown.
Yes, thank you very much.
Awesome, folks. I think in the beginning of the session, I shared about the podcast, but genuinely enjoyed hosting Shiva, who's the founder of Lyzr. For all of you who have been using the product, using the platform to build all of these demos, definitely check out the podcast. I'm sure you'll enjoy it a lot. Tons of insights there around building products for the AI world. So definitely check it out. But I'll just go to the backstage and check if our judges have their scores ready. But I'll be back in a few seconds.
All right. Everybody, I've
Awesome.
got
We
to
are
run.
back.
Yeah.
Back
So
on
I've got to run,
stage.
but
Rob
I
has to
wanted,
drop off, but Rob, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I need to drop off. But I want to just thank everybody for the time and the effort that they put into this. Really great ideas. I think that you guys are the kind of feedback that this provides us is super valuable to get people who are working it and who are using it to solve problems. It's why we're in this business, and so I really appreciate that. I also love the fact that that you guys are being entrepreneurial and figuring out how you can use to this we're on this wave, everything's going to change, and I think I love the fact that you guys have adopted this. And I know it's a Gen Z thing, I'm just kidding. And but I do really appreciate that. So I'll let Sashi will give you guys the feedback that we have. Please take any feedback that you feel is not positive as that we care. So someone once told me that feedback is a gift, and at first I was like, yeah, whatever. But then as I matured, I saw that you could ask people for feedback if they actually take the time to think about what you do and give you constructive feedback. Then it really is a gift. So take it that way, and I look forward to hearing more about how you guys are becoming entrepreneurs and being successful. So take care.
Thanks so much, Rob, for your time. Was amazing having you. Thank you. Thanks so much.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Rob.
Thanks,
All
Rob.
right. Bye-bye now.
Awesome. Awesome, folks. So we have the winners now. What we'll do is we'll announce from the second runner-up, move on to the runner-up, and then the winner. What I love to do is once we announce your name, I'll really appreciate if you can quickly raise your hand, come onto the stage. We'll spend maybe 30 seconds to 1 minute. Shashi will share feedback about what he and Rob liked about your presentation and demo, and then we'll move on to the next. This was super tight between deciding who's going to the winner.
Yeah.
I was backstage for a couple of seconds, and I saw Rob and Sashi having intense discussions around who should be awarded. But goes without saying, all of you did a great job, and more than anything else, just honing your product skills, just working on these decks and demos really help shape up your skills. So kudos to all of you. And here we go. The second runner-up is Saurabh. Saurabh, if you can raise your hand. Awesome. I see you.
And
Congrats.
I do want to say that it was hard for us to come up with top 3 out of the 5 because everyone was very, very close. So if people who are missed out on this like roll call, don't feel disheartened. We were forced to do 3 picks, so we have to do it. But the separation was very, very like small between all of you guys. Yeah. So I just want to add that. So yeah, Saurav, I think I love your opening. I'm a big fan of Lord of the Rings. So I like your opening. I think you did great with the scope and the definition. I gave you, points on that. I like your workflow and the architecture clarity. And I think I asked you about the ROI and future potential. So I think that was a great feedback, from Rob and people out there when we were discussing. And as I say, like it has been very close. For people who missed out, or for even people who are going to be ahead of you, not much separation. But I do want to thank you for putting a lot of time and effort. Every one of you, like every single person out there, they put a lot of time and energy. So I appreciate that. Like first, it's easy to be there for an hour, but I know you spend like so much time. So hats off to you guys. So congratulations, Saurabh, for being the runner-up. And the second runner-up, sorry, the first runner-up. Can I announce
Thank you.
now?
Saurabh, if Saurabh just wants to take 30 seconds in to share your experience, maybe then we can.
Hey, thank you, Sashi. It was fine. It was a good assignment. The agentic AI was something new for me. It's new for me for the past 2 months. The one thing that came to me when I read about agentic AI, Boro, it's something like a ring that Modor, it was built by built in Modor, exactly the same. And I believe it's the same here. The analogy is back from bang on. And thank you for your insights and every question you asked, it gave me a different perspective what really needed to be do. And I believe I missed few pointers. I was too fast, I believe, but due to constraint of time, it went well. And thank you for your everything. Thank you.
No, thanks, Saurabh.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Saurabh.
it.
Really appreciate it. Shashi, why don't you announce the runner-up?
Okay. Okay, so the first runner-up or runner-up, how you want to call it, is Madhvan. So Madhvan,
Awesome.
please come to the stage so I
Congrats,
can see.
Madhvan. Yeah. Awesome. Congratulations, Madhvan. Shashi, you want to?
Yeah, is he here,
Yeah, wait,
Madhvan?
he just got disconnected. We'll just bring him back. Yeah.
Yes, he's here on stage.
Yeah, Madhvan.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, I think I loved your data. I mean, you put a lot of data, and AWS is a very data-driven company. So when I see data, I see research, I see numbers. It just like it makes me happy. I feel like there is a educative like kind of approach to this, right? It's not just like, hey, let's do it. There's so you did a lot of like search in your market fit. Because market product fit is very important. Whenever you want to get a new product to market, you want to make sure how you're going to position it, right? And that basically depends on how good of your research is, and the research is all about numbers, right? What's the
Yes.
market breakdown, what is the total addressable market, and stuff like that. So I think you were really good in terms of those numbers. I think I gave you solid points on everything. I think the only thing which I felt you lacked was, I think, the last, which was the scalability aspect, adoption aspect. It was not clear to me. I mean, again, it could be just me, but that's the only thing which I gave you a little less. But overall, I think solid performance, solid numbers, solid metrics. I think your approach, what you do, will help you in every aspect of whatever you try to do. Because when you approach it grounded with data and numbers, your chances of success are high versus like a gut feel. So I feel like that quality you have in terms of approaching everything through numbers and looking the world through numbers is really good.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for the feedback.
Awesome. Madhvan, you want to share your experience? I know you mentioned while judges were backstage that you were like haven't slept for 72 hours, working nonstop for so
Yeah, I went.
all worth it.
Yeah, I haven't slept for 72 hours. Actually, there were three competitions running side by side. One being inter IIT competition, which was a very high stakes competition. Results are going to drop in tonight itself, so I'm going to be awake for that itself. So yeah, I'm 24 coffees down currently, going to make my 25th. Yeah, this was the best experience which I had with the problem statement actually of Lyzr. I learned a lot about AI agents. That was the best part about it. I only had theoretical knowledge up till I did not know about Lyzr AI. After the problem statement, after I learned about these agents, I just fell in love with these AI agents. Now I probably even referred Lyzr AI to some of my friends to use it in their startup. Maybe getting into some operations part of their startup. I told them to use Lyzr AI for their operations. So yeah, it was a very nice journey into learning about AI agents. Thank you very
Awesome.
much.
Thanks, Madhvan, for all your hard work, and congrats again on winning.
Thank you.
Yes, we'll just
You
move
do a drum
you.
roll, drum roll for the winner. Like there's some background noise or sound.
I want
um,
all of you to maybe just put in reaction emojis onto the stage and welcome the
the, wi-
winner for
the
today.
winner,
Shashi, go ahead.
the winner is Navina. Congratulations, Navina.
Awesome.
Um,
Congratulations, Navina.
if you want to come on
Fantastic
stage,
presentation, demo.
yeah.
Congratulations, Navina.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Great job. As I said, like, it was very close for everyone, like, but you made it to the top because you kind of covered like most of the bases. You were really solid in terms of your market research. I love the feedback loops. I loved like the UI was really good. You put a lot of effort in UI. Your graphs were like amazing. You know, you. I mean, to me, it was a very close to a finished product, right? I mean, it was really impressive in terms of the scope, the approach, the architecture, the feedbacks, and then also the fact that you call out it's not a dashboard, it's like a not even an agent, it's a catalyst. So I like the way you were thinking and approaching it. You were trying to put your own process into it. Like, so we gave you a structure called agent, but you went beyond that, right? Like for me, when you go beyond what is given to you, it just shows that you are not bounded by the structure. You want to break structure and you want to paint the world in your own colors, right? So that's what you did. You kind of went ahead. You started like looking at things from a wider perspective than we were thinking, right? So to me, that's like one of the key elements of a winner, right? And your execution was really flawless. So yeah, I think it was really overall great job. Everyone great job, and of course you are the winner, so extra great job for you guys.
Thank you so much, Shashi. That means a lot. I personally had so much fun. I think what was in my head, I could bring it out. It's like my canvas, and so it was really fun doing this. Thank you so much, everybody.
Yeah,
Amazing.
sure.
Congrats, Navina. Great job, like Shashi shared. And great job, everyone. I would highly recommend pursue these projects further. Like, don't stop here. Just build on top of it. Try and make the most of it. This is just the starting point. Go further from here. Just build stuff on top of it and share it on LinkedIn, share it on Twitter, build in public with everyone, and you learn along the way, right? But awesome. I think we are done with the teardown. Congrats, Navina. Congrats, Madhavan. Congrats, Saurabh. But congrats to all the participants. Had a great time going through all your decks and demos. We had a hard time shortlisting it down to the five, and then from there on deciding the top three winners. So thanks everyone for all your effort, hard work. We'll be back with another teardown. But Shashi, before we drop off, do you have some words of advice for everyone joining in? They're getting started in their careers. Would be great to hear from you on how they can make the most of their careers and get a head start.
Absolutely. They all can hear me now, right? Okay.
Yes,
So
everyone can hear you.
yeah,
Yeah.
so look, I think you guys are on the right track. I mean, we are seeing a seismic shift in technology. The approach, like AI is real. It's not a fad. It is, and agents are like the front beater, the flag beater for AI after the LLMs, like which was like last year, 2 years ago, I guess. So I think you guys are on great track. Keep on learning. I mean, that's one thing which I will say is constant learning. No matter which technology you are working on, like just keep on learning, because that's one thing. That's the only skill everyone needs to have now, because we don't even know 10 years from now what is going to be relevant and what is not going to be relevant. But one thing which will be relevant is learning. So keep on learning like you're doing right now. Good job. And I'm on LinkedIn. You can add me on LinkedIn. You can tag me on LinkedIn. You can brag about what you did today. That could be a like extra reward for you guys, from the social media, and also for your own like branding. So go ahead and tag me and on LinkedIn, add me as a friend, and just tell the world that you were in a hackathon, you won, you were runner up or whatever that is, so that people see and notice what you guys achieved. So awesome. Yeah, great job.
Fantastic. Thanks, Shashi. And folks, do like Shashi mentioned, do tag him on LinkedIn, spread the word out. And super kind of you, Shashi, to encourage everyone to do that. But thank you. I know this is late Friday night for everyone here in India, but thanks for sticking around. Congrats to the winners again. Our team will get in touch with you to share your prizes. We'll let you know all the details. But congrats. Thanks, everyone. Have a great weekend ahead. Thanks, Shashi, for joining us. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you everyone. Have a good weekend. Yeah, bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Bye. Have a great weekend.